First of the women's race. Now looks like we have 6 swimmers taking the start for this one. Robert's been playing about with our system here, trying to get that provisional list for the previous event there, the 200 individual medley, and you were right, Robert, 2:13 in the top 8 at the moment. That's Alistair Miley, 2:13.47.
Yes, we'll bring you that very shortly. However, our first heat of the women's 200 back now underway. We have Katie Shanahan, lane 2 from City of Glasgow, Catherine Comrie, Burnt Island in 3, Kirsty Griffiths, City of Glasgow in lane 4, Connie Mackay, Ren 96 in lane 5, Kirsten Barnett, Western Bartonshire in 6, and Molly Young from the City of Glasgow in lane 7. Turn there, 33.99, Connie Mackay in lane 5, and she is now being challenged by City of Glasgow's Molly Young over on the far side. A little between them, also well there in lane 4, Kirsty Griffiths. Some of these girls from last night. So at the halfway mark, it looks like Molly Young, 1:11.39, 1700s ahead of Connie Mackay. Kirsty Griffiths turning in 3rd.
Well, Kirsty Griffiths had a very good 800 yesterday. Look forward to her stamina coming through here at the end of this 200 backstroke. And she's looking pretty good at the moment. In lane number 4, just maybe being edged by Connie Mackay, the Ren 96 swimmer. In fact, all 3 swimmers still pretty close there. It's Connie Mackay, 1:50.21 and 50.49 for Kirsty Griffiths in 2nd. Molly Young still holding on there in that top lane. As we look at it, it does look like the 2 in the centre are going to bring them home here. Entry times, well, Kirsty Griffiths 2:25.80 and Connie Mackay 2:26.50. 4 swimmers now in a row there, as Katie Shanahan coming back from City of Glasgow, the youngest swimmer in this field, and 2:28.10 for Connie Mackay to take that one. Kirsty Griffiths in 2nd, Molly Young in 3rd, and a good finish from Katie Shanahan there in the final 50, just missing out on 3rd by 2/100ths.
Yes, good swim by the youngster there. All these entries, entry times just a fraction slower in most cases. Very much about probably winning the heat early on. These girls have a lot to do to try and make the final. Of course, it's an A and B final with a 200 backstroke, as we said earlier. And we can give you the provisional A final for the men's 200 IM, Paul. I'll just run through this before we start. They are Kieran Preston, Callum Laurie, Chris McComb, Ryan Brown, Finlay Deans, Gavin Hagerwood, Cameron Park and Alistair Miley. Times range from 2:09.03 through to 2:13.47. Our second heat just about ready to get underway. All 8 swimmers taking part. We have Iona McLeod from Dundee City Aquatics in lane 1, Roisin Ramsey, Wander Bass in 2, her teammate Niamh Ritchie in 3, Jennifer King from East Kilbride in 4, Lexi Waller, Heart of Midlothian in 5, Victoria Milburn, City of Glasgow 6, Ellie Turner from Carnegie in 7, and Kirsty Pitts from Perth in lane number 8. So no surprise to see Lexi Waller, very strong backstroke swimmer. She leads. In fact, it's Jennifer King, my apologies, in lane 4. Jennifer King, also very, very good backstroke swimmer, Jennifer. She heads Lexi Waller 32.35, 4100ths ahead.
Well, Lexi Waller, of course, junior champion again last night. as well in the sprint events. Jennifer King also featured in that East Kilbride relay team. Took a bronze medal behind the Edinburgh uni teams that we spoke about earlier. East Kilbride were that third squad bronze medalist, and Jennifer King doing a good job here in the early stages. Lexi Waller in second position, clear in second. Of course, we are already into the seeded heats. We only have 4 heats of this one, so this already is the seeded heat. So we are looking at 2 of the favourites here in the centre lanes, Jennifer King and Lexi Waller, and they have got a bit of an advantage going into the last turn. Victoria Milburn, City of Glasgow, probably just about in third, ahead of Niamh Ritchie.
And coming down, Jennifer, 18-year-old, Lexi, a 15-year-old. Jennifer finished 8th in the British Championships recently, so certainly got very good pedigree in this. Lexi was a national age champion recently, and Lexi's finishing very fast. Looks as though she wants to try and just snatch this at the death. It's going to be very tight. Lexi did just get up by 300s, 2:18.01. A very steady swim by both these girls, 2:18.04. And Victoria Milburn some 7 seconds behind in third, 2:25.04. So she'll have to hope that that's good enough to get her in the A final. But I'd expect to see both Lexi and Jennifer this evening. Good swims from them, Paul.
Yeah, you would expect that they would be safely through into that final. Again, 2:25.04 and 2:25.49. We will keep an eye on the heats to come, the 2 heats to come. And of course, we gave the provisional finalists for the A final. At the moment, the B final for the men's 200 IM stands at Samuel Jones, Joseph Miley, Thomas Balfour, Callum Deans, Jack Sharanek, Alistair McGee, Archie Goodburn and Fraser Allison, and James Collier and Gianno Napolitano in the reserve positions at the moment. But 2:17.51 will be the target for any of the heats this afternoon to try and force their way into that B final.
Yeah, so they'll have to swim about 5.5 seconds faster. Our fastest swimmers this afternoon will need to go quite some to get into that B final, but you never know, Paul. It's known to happen. We normally get 1 or 2 slipping in, so we'll be able to update you on that later on this afternoon. Our second heat, Eve White, Dumfries in 1, Emma Scully, City of Glasgow in 2, Emily Grant, University of Stirling 3, Megan Briggs, Warner Bass in 4, Hannah Miley from Geary in 5, Caitlin Duffy from South Ayrshire in 6, Jessica Damon, Warner Bass in 7, and Ellis Shields, Mulgine Bearsden in lane number 8. No surprise to see Hannah Miley leading the field, just over 32 seconds. Quite delightful, Jess Damon, I'll mention her, she's in lane 7. At National Age Group, she actually won the 200 back and hit the wall, and the scoreboard showed her in second, and when it changed, it was nice to see a big smile on her face. So let's see what Jess will do in this one. She's line 7, so hopefully maybe make the B final, but Hannah Miley at the halfway mark leads Megan Briggs and Emily Grant.
Well, Hannah Miley, as you would expect, the experienced campaigner, will be looking to make that A final, and you would not think that she would make a mistake in this one. You see her quite a lot at the Scottish events, of course still based up north in Geary, and you know, quite often we see her swimming a number of events. It's as if she's kind of using this as a training schedule. We saw her swim at the Europeans, of course, a week or so ago, and back here in the Commonwealth Pool in Edinburgh, winning this heat by the looks of things in line number 5. We'll have a look at the time. It's going to be quite decent for Hannah Miley, just a second or so outside her entry time. 2:17.49 for Miley. Megan Briggs in second place, 219.05. And Caitlin Duffy, 223.80 in third position. So, well, 6 swimmers already 225 and below. In fact, 5 swimmers under 225. Is that going to be the target for this final heat?
It probably looks like 225 or better. We've got 5 so far, so expect 225 to be somewhere around about the target these ladies need to achieve in the final heat. We have, in fact, all these swimmers' entry times are under 225. However, some of these might be short course conversions, Paul, which make them a little bit faster in the 50 metre pool. So it does make a difference having the extra turns. If you're very good on turns at short course, you'll get an advantage of maybe a good second. So we'll see how this one develops. We have Katrina Fowley, East Kilbride in 1, Mary Swanson, Wanderbass in lane 2, Karen Reid, South Ayrshire in 3, Natasha Houghton, University of Stirling in 4, Kirsty Simpson from Coast in 5, Orla Adams Geary in 6, Anna McFarlane Harton Midlothian in 7, and Cara Mullen from first in lane 8. Again, the centre lanes just beginning to dominate. Lane 5 and lane 4. That's Kirsty Simpson, Natasha Houghton. And it's Kirsty turning fastest so far, 31.90. Natasha Houghton, 32.81. Paul. So Kirsty's got off to a good start.
Yeah, she certainly has. Kirsty Simpson been in great form in recent months. Kirsty Simpson. Scottish record, of course, held by Kathleen Dawson, who had an amazing European Championships last week under the 1 minute mark. I think 3 occasions on the 100 backstroke. Fantastic stuff from Kathleen Dawson.
It was indeed good to see Kathleen coming back very strongly. Early season she wasn't swimming quite as fast as you would have expected, but she's coming through very strongly when it counts towards the end of the season, Paul.
Now we'll see what Kirsty Simpson can do here. Kirsty Simpson, entry time of 2:13.53, of course. And, oh, I think she may have designs on that Scottish record before too long. As I said, she's been on great form, and going into the summer, some big events to come, so we may see her challenge for record times in the weeks and months to come.
Yeah, you'd certainly expect Kirsty Simpson to be challenging that. She's been putting in some strong performances. Certainly just the other month at this Poole East District event, she put in some sterling performances in the skins. And she's going to take this fairly comfortably. 2:15.63. That should put her in pole position. Natasha Houghton also will comfortably make the final. 2:17.94. Karen Reid 2:22.11. That should be good enough. And Orla Adams 2:25.05. I'm not sure whether that will make the final. Certainly our first 3 look good enough. The 2:25 mark is the borderline, Paul, I think, as you said earlier.
Yeah, I think it could be, actually. I think all the 2:25s may actually just be in the B final, quite possibly, but we'll again get confirmation of those results. There is confirmation of heat number 4. Kirsty Simpson making no mistake there. Natasha Houghton